Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is Pastor David, and I'm coming to you from the Community Church of Mount Pleasant. It's a beautiful day in Mount Pleasant, and I hope it is wherever you are. A lot of things happening at CCMP. I know that Sunday we celebrated our youth group. The kids from the tribe came back from camp. They were at camp all week. I know many of you were praying for them. Probably some of you helped a little bit support some of the kids so that they could go to camp. It was life-changing for many of our 22 kids that went. We heard testimonies Sunday about their experience and how God had worked, and I loved it that this camp they went to is an adventure camp. I mean, there's rafting and high ropes and many but the thing the kids talked about was the messages, the preaching, the Bible study time, and the way that God was impacting their life. So I'm just so proud of our kids, and it was great to hear from them. I hope you got to see the service either online or in person last Sunday, and I hope that you will come this weekend to help us celebrate July 5th. It will be Independence Day weekend. Sunday's going to be Freedom Appreciation Day. If you come to church Sunday, I want you to wear something red, white, and blue. I need you to get online at the Movement or on our website and sign up for 9:30 or 11 o'clock. This helps us so we know we're able to facilitate everybody and get everybody a seat. And then 11 o'clock service, I have this flyer right here. The 11 o'clock service this Sunday, we're going to honor our law enforcement, fire, and medic personnel. I don't know, I've just been burdened. So many things going on in our world, and so much mistreatment, maybe disrespect of these heroes. And we're just going to do what we can Sunday. We're going to honor them, and then we're going to feed them a nice barbecue lunch after church and just say thank you. Pray with them and thank them and appreciate them and give them a little love. So I hope you can come to church this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 o'clock at the Mill. We're excited about all the things that's going on, all the things that God is doing. And I can't wait. So I want to get into our devotional today. I want to talk to you from a passage in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, and mainly verse 17. And I was thinking about this verse, and I thought about, sometimes, have you ever had a situation where your vision is unclear? I had an experience recently, and I started getting dizzy, and my vision was blurred, and it was almost like double vision. Some people would say spinning, and I couldn't function because my vision wasn't clear. I had to stop, and sometimes life is like that. Right now, the days that we're in with the pandemic and all the things going on in our world around us, nearby. And now it used to be just on the news, but now it's in our neighborhoods, and there's so much uncertainty, and what we need, I think, is clarity, and so that we can see. And so today I want to talk about the ultimate magnifying glass. Sometimes your vision, you get older, and your vision isn't like it used to be, and you have to maybe hold things away or up close, and you can't see very well. Well, you need clarity. I want to read this verse for you, this passage in 2 Corinthians, and it's a time of not clarity, a time of uncertainty. In fact, there's a veil that covers up clarity here, and I want to read you 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Nevertheless, when it shall turn to the Lord, the veil shall be taken away. There's sometimes you're looking like there's a curtain. I can see the image, but there's a veil. I can't see it clearly. Nevertheless, when it shall turn to the Lord, that's how you get clarity. When we turn to the Lord, America, Mount Pleasant, Concord, when we turn to the Lord, the veil shall be taken away. Now the Lord is that Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. We're talking about freedom this Sunday. I'm going to preach about freedom. We're going to celebrate freedom. Where do we find freedom? Where do we find liberty and peace and clarity? Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. And then the verse stops here with verse 18, the chapter ends. But we all, with open face, beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord, are changed in the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord. Pastor, where do we find peace today? Where do we find hope and freedom? It's a scary time. I understand. I want to tell you. Can I tell you today? Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom and liberty and peace and clarity. So, I want to encourage you. If you have that veil, that film over your eyes, and you can't see things, and you wonder, what do I do? What about my future? What's going to happen to my family, my job? There's a veil. I can't see clearly. Nevertheless, when it shall turn to the Lord, the veil shall be taken away. That's the secret. The magnifying glass. The secret for us to find clarity is to turn to the Spirit of the Lord. We turn a lot of other places today. I support our government. I pray for our government. That's not the answer. That's not where our hope. My hope is not in myself, because I will fail. I don't mean to, but I will fail you from time to time. Turn to the Spirit of the Lord, for there is where we find our freedom, our peace, our liberty. I hope you join us this Sunday. If you're not able to be here, don't miss the service that we'll post on the movement later on in the day. Don't miss it. It's going to be special. We're going to celebrate our freedom. We're going to celebrate our law enforcement, our fire, our medic personnel. It's going to be a great day. I hope for you clarity today. And I'm praying for you, and I hope to see you soon. God bless you. Thank you for visiting with us today.